Why not make this the time of your life? Came out to play, love the adrenaline, I wanna chase it all night. I don't say none, the truth, yeah. I like how she moves like that. Girl, occupy my mind now. Know the truth, better call that cab. Stay the night when you call me back. We get too attached. Through the city, you wanna move like that. Don't know what it is, but you make me feel bliss. Kisses on my back, girl, I'm alive for this. Touching on a feeling I like. Nothing ever felt so right. I like that about you, yeah. Thinking about every time we touch, I saw you, yeah. You got me smiling at my phone like, when's the next time you gon' come through? What a beautiful life, yeah. Oh, I can't sleep without you by my side. Got my heart running in circles, babe. Ain't nobody else like you. Oh, I don't know what it is, but you make me feel.
3.
Will that be cash or credit?
Credit. 4.
Galaxy S25 Ultra, the AI companion that does the heavy lifting so you can do you. Get yours at Samsung.com. Compatible with select apps, requires Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy.
Where is he?
The young woman asked again.
Where's my brother? I want to see my brother.
This time, her words carried little force. She'd drained her energy in the hour since she'd been in the containment cell. Drained it by screaming and banging on the walls and crying. I couldn't blame her. I waited for a moment before I spoke through the intercom from the observation room. Miss Sylvan, I need you to answer my questions, please. The more I know about what happened, the better I can help you and your brother.
What do you mean, what happened?
She screamed, standing up from the small bed in the containment room.
The only thing that happened is you people showed up out of nowhere and kidnapped us in the middle of the damn night. That's what happened.
Miss Sylvan, I said, keeping a patient tone in my voice. I need to know about the 48 hours leading up to that. I need to know about where you and your brother went and, more specifically, what you ate during the time frame. This is extremely important, Miss Sylvan. Please, think. Miss Sylvan, first name Tara, aged 23, sat back down on the twin bed and sobbed into her hands. So far, she wasn't showing any signs of infection, which was good, but I needed more information. Unfortunately, she wasn't ready to answer my questions. I'll be back to check on you shortly, Miss Sylvan, I said through the intercom. I gathered my clipboard and checked to make sure the camera and sound were recording what happened in the containment room. Then I left the observation room. I walked down the concrete hallway to the next doorway in line and stepped in. The observation room, equipment, and setup were identical to the room I'd just left. The only difference was the person held in the containment room, Daniel Sylvan, aged 27. One look at him through the reinforced glass observation window told me that he'd gotten worse in the few minutes I'd been gone. Mr. Sylvan was curled on the small bed in the corner of the room, clutching his slightly swollen stomach. Mr. Sylvan, I asked, can you please tell me every meal you ate in the last 2 days? He lifted his head to look at me through the window, his bloodshot eyes full of pain.
Well, Dr. Smith,
he said, then paused.
I bet that's not even your real name, is it? You couldn't come up with something a little more creative than Smith? I bet you're not even a doctor. I know you're not trying to help me. Whatever is happening to me, you did it. I know you did. It didn't start until after you came and abducted me and brought me here. Wherever the hell this...
He stopped mid-sentence and spasmed, crying out as he wrapped his arms tight around his midsection.
What the hell have you done to me?
He cried out.
What is this thing inside me?
Mr. Sylvan, please, I said. I need to know what you ate in the last 48 hours. This is extremely important. It can help us keep what's affecting you from happening to other people.
Just get this thing out of me!
He yelled.
It's growing! I can feel it growing!
I stepped away from the intercom in the window and unclipped the small radio from my belt. I brought it to my lips and pressed the transmit button. Do you have the medication ready? I asked.
Copy. Ready when you are, sir.
Came the slightly static reply. Okay, give it to him. A few seconds passed before the door leading into the containment room opened. From inside the cell, it didn't look like a door at all. It looked like part of the wall. I could barely see the seams in the wall until the door opened. 3 men in full hazmat suits stepped in, one of which held 2 syringes in his left hand. The other 2 stepped over to Daniel Sylvan, just as the young man noticed them. Daniel put up a brief fight before the 2 personnel held him down on the bed.
No, please don't do this.
He said as the 3rd man approached him, taking the protective cap off of one of the syringes. Mr. Sylvan, these drugs may help neutralize the invasive organism in your body, I said over the intercom. Please, let these men work. We're trying to help you. Daniel ignored me, focusing instead on trying to free himself from the grip of the 2 men. In his weakened state, it was a losing battle. Once the first needle went into his arm, he closed his eyes and laid back, making small, fearful noises. 2 minutes later, Daniel Sylvan was alone in the room once again. I said a silent prayer for the young man, hoping that the drugs would work to eliminate SCP-1003 from his system. One of the syringes held a cocktail of my own devising, which was meant to kill the organism. The other was a simple sedative. I needed answers, and I wasn't going to get them until he was calm. I glanced down at my watch and made a mental note of the time. Then I grabbed my clipboard and stepped out of the room and back into Tara Sylvan's observation room. She was just as I had left her, sobbing into her hands as she sat on the bed. I pressed the intercom and cleared my throat. Miss Sylvan, please, I need your help to keep others safe. You were with your brother for most of the last 48 hours. You've told me that much already. It's a great start, but I need more details. I need to know what you and your brother ate. She still wasn't showing any signs of infection, but my limited experience with SCP-1003 told me to remain cautious. Tara raised her head from her hands to reveal a face swollen from crying.
Fine,
She said.
it's not like I have much of a choice. You can keep me here forever if you want.
I said nothing, waiting for her to continue.
On Monday, I had a fruit smoothie.
She said.
I think Dan had eggs and bacon. He usually eats eggs and bacon for breakfast.
I brought my clipboard up and began taking notes.
I came home for lunch and had a salad. And since Dan lost his job last month, he was already home. But he'd already eaten, I think. He was watching television. I don't know what he had for lunch that day.
Please, Miss Sylvan, think. Did you see a plate with any remnants on it? A fast food bag? Any food packages sitting on the counter?
I don't know!
Tara screamed.
I can't remember.
It's okay. Just take a moment to think about it. It's okay if you can't remember. She sat there in the cell, staring at the floor. I waited.
I remember there was a plate on the coffee table.
She said after several long moments.
There was a bread